Hey everybody, and welcome back to another quartile training video. Today we just wanted to make a quick, couple minute video here just to discuss some tax exemption and some special exemption sections inside of the portal, just to make sure that we're aware of what this section does, how it's used, and the best way to utilize it to make sure that we are appropriately and accurately precluding the taxes that we need to for a tax exempt customer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to navigate to the customer in question. So you can see right here, I'm in my onboarding and training sandbox L4 account. I then go to the settings section. Once I get inside of settings, I want to navigate to this profile subtab that's contained within the account settings piece on the left-hand side. So when I scroll on down, you're going to see our advanced tax settings section, as well as our tax exemptions piece. So what you may notice is that if you have not set this up for a customer yet and the option is selected to no, you won't have any additional options to manipulate until we actually select this bubble to yes. So when I say yes, you'll notice that the portal opens up these two sections, general exemptions and special exemptions. So the first thing I want to mention is that general exemptions, we really never want to use the general exemption section of the portal, because what this does is it basically precludes the customer from having to pay any taxes at one of the 4 jurisdiction levels. So if I look in this drop down, you'll notice that I can exclude federal, state, county, or local taxes. The issue being is that nonprofits and organizations such as this are typically never totally tax exempt from all taxes and fees at any one of the levels. More often than not, we see them exempt from sales tax or something of the like. Okay, so what we want to do actually when we have a customer who is tax exempt is, first of all, we're going to request any documentation that speaks to the fact that they are indeed tax exempt. So once they provide you with whatever documentation, you want to go ahead and take a look at the documentation to make sure that we select the appropriate levels and the appropriate types of taxes that we're going to be making the customer exempt from. So what you'll notice here, let's just say that we were doing a typical nonprofit organization. Maybe it's a church, maybe it's something of that sort. So what I would do in here is I would say at the tax level, they are at the state level, they are exempt from sales tax. Okay, and then I can go ahead and add these different tax, the jurisdiction level and the tax type, so that way when the system automatically generates our invoices, we're not adding sales tax or whatever tax they might be exempt from. One of the other things that I want to point out is that there are certain instances where even below the state jurisdiction, so the county or the local level, there may be additional sales tax tacked on to the standard state flat rate, right? So, Quartile is located in Blue Bell, Pennsylvania, which is right outside of Philadelphia. Philadelphia is one of those locations that actually has a little bit of a higher sales tax percentage. They add, a certain percentage points onto the 6% Pennsylvania state sales tax. So in situations like that, where you have a customer that is exempt and lives in a municipality that also charges an additional sales tax, you can then also go to the county level, and you can get rid of the sales tax if it were present. Same thing with the local level. You could get rid of any taxes that we needed to remove there. Okay, and also bear this in mind: when you validate the address for the customer, that's going to pool our Avalara tax automation platform to then see what local taxes there may be. So the reason why we don't see the fact that I can't preclude myself from sales tax in Philadelphia is because my address is not listed in Philadelphia. So again, if it's applicable for the address validated in the Avalara tax platform, you will see those additional taxes listed in here on the right hand side. And then the last thing I want to mention is down here we have our tax exempt documents. So what we do is we do allow you to upload the documentation provided by the customer into the portal, so you can store it here, you can keep it on file, you can even set an expiration date so it'll automatically remind you to check for an updated form. But one of the things that we want to make abundantly clear is the simple fact that we at Quartile are not going to scrub this information for you. This is simply a place for you to upload the documents. It is entirely up to you as the partner to make sure that the documents provided to you are accurate, current, so that we are indeed excluding the taxes as needed. All right, everybody, thank you for listening to the conversation today. And if you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to your partner success associate or your implementation specialist. And if we have to engage some accountants here at Quartile, we certainly can, just to have a more informed conversation. All right, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much.